Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Eliza at Eliza Journals. So I know y'all probably was like, did she really just start this video with pouring water? Like, did she even mean to record that? Yes, I did. Okay, so I wanted to do something a little different. I actually want to do a short video today. Hopefully it's short. But I actually want to do a short video today of how you clean fountain pens. Well, pretty much how you clean. I'm not going to clean all these on camera because y'all, it would take me like 2 hours to really clean these because I have to like lay them out and dry them. Ooh, it's just a lot. So when I clean my fountain pens, I actually use just filtered water because water from the sink, straight from the sink, I noticed that it is very harsh on my fountain pen nibs, and it was making my nibs, especially the ones, the silver ones, it was making them extremely cloudy. So I absolutely use filtered water on my fountain to clean my fountain pens. Because the water is just really harsh, and I drink filtered water anyway, and I just noticed that when I was using regular warm water out of the sink, it was making my fountain pens cloudy. However, I really don't use warm water. Some people say use warm water, but I just use water because I don't have time for all that. So anyway, I am going to show you all how to clean a TWSBI and how to grease it and like disassemble it, reassemble it, and grease it. And then I'm going to show you how I clean my Lamys. So I am going to just use this, place this here, place that there. And this is the way that I clean my fountain pens. If you clean your fountain pens a different way, let me know in the comments how you clean your fountain pens or what you think is a lot easier. There is some, I'm not sure what the name is. Goulet has this like fountain pen rinse or something. So I'm eager to try that. If you've ever tried that, let me know you've tried it and let me know how you like it. And I mean, how different it is. Okay, so I'm going to start with the Lamy, and this is 2 clean bowls of water, and then this is the water that I usually start with to clean. I usually just drop my nibs in this water and just let it sit, and then this is where I will be getting my water from. So what I'm going to use to clean my Lamy is this. If y'all have children, y'all know exactly what this is. It is like I call it a nasal bulb. But if you're a parent, you know what this is. If you're a nurse, you know what this is. If you're a pediatric nurse, a pediatric doctor, you know what this is. This is a game changer, y'all. So I start off by, hold on, let me get a little rag. So I'm gonna get this, and then I'm just gonna get a little rag, because sometimes it does get a little messy, and I'm trying my best to make sure that y'all can see this on the camera. So I usually just put that aside, and this probably has ink in it, but I'm just gonna throw this away because it's not that serious. I have like a gazillion cartridges. Okay, so the first thing I like to do is I like to just dip this. I think it's a little bit too much water in there. So I like to take this off and throw it in there. So, oh, you know what, y'all? Hold on. Back. Okay, so when I clean my fountain pens, I almost forgot. I always use gloves because it gets extremely messy. It's especially for colors that are very pigmented and that really stain. So I just use this bulb to pull up water. And I love that you can literally take the bulb, put it in the top like this, and then I'm gonna let you, and then squeeze the color out. See that? That is so cool. Oh my God. Seriously, y'all, this is so therapeutic. So after I get off this video, I'm going to clean my other fountain pens, and I'm just gonna sit and watch movies while I clean my fountain pens, because this to me is therapeutic. I know people are probably like, how is it therapeutic? It's just so pleasing to be able to clean my fountain pens. And I don't expect people to understand who don't own fountain pens, but this is so therapeutic to me. And you will know when it's extremely, extremely clean, because it will drip out clear water. And if you probably can't see on the camera, but it's still dripping black ink. Ooh. And always, always, always make sure that if you take your nib off, you feel around in the water, especially if the water's already black, because I've thrown away 2 nibs, like, I mean, down the drain, y'all. And I was so upset. So guess what I had to do? TWSBI does not make replacement nibs. They only make, I think, like replacement parts, or they will only send you like, not TWSBI. I'm sorry, y'all, I'm thinking about a doggone TWSBI. Okay, Lamy's do sell replacement nibs. However, I'm glad I had like other nibs that I've kept from other pens, because I ordered more of these. Y'all, excuse me for saying TWSBI, totally like not even functioning right now, but I'm just enjoying cleaning this pen. But yes, so just make sure you feel around for the nib before you throw the water out, because I promise y'all, you'll cry later. So once it comes out all clear, and then you pretty much can see like it's clear, like I can tell it's clear. However, even though you might think that it is cleaned out, always, I usually use paper towel, but I'm gonna use this for the sake of time for the video. See that? See how that black is still coming out? So that just lets me know that it's not as clean as I think it is. Let me do it one more time. And sometimes if you let it sit though, it will just, the rest of the black ink will just come out on the paper towel. I actually like using paper towels the most, but I mean, a rag is fine if you have a rag. So even though it rinses out black, sometimes you just have to like let it sit, because sometimes on the feeder, see how that color, that black color is still around the feeder. Hold on, I'm going to go dump this out and I'll be right back. Okay, so I am back. I had to feel around for, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put just a drop of water from here to here, and I'm going to stick this barrel, or this not barrel, I'm going to stick this piece inside of this and let that sit for a minute, because maybe that need to just sit. And my cousin showed me something that I think I want to try, and then when I try it, it's like a jewelry cleaner, and then when I try it, I'll let y'all know how it works, because I have to try it for myself to see if it really cleans or not. But from the look of her stuff, it looks like it cleans really well. Okay, so with TWSBI, you have to be extremely careful, to be honest. So if you see my pen, it is extremely stained. Now, I can get the stains out with alcohol, but you can't use alcohol on the resin because it cracks it. And I've learned that the hard way. So you can actually disassemble this. You just pull it out, comes out extremely easy. And what I do is I usually just stick it in the water and just let it sit. And then I just let that sit. So for these, I don't have to use the bulb. You can use one other thing to clean this, and let me show you. You can use a syringe, and Goulet pens, they need to just sponsor me, because I'll be giving y'all all the deets. But anyway, I got this from Goulet pens. You can also get this from Amazon. And this is what I use also to like clean it. If I don't want to use this to twist it up, twist it down, twist it up, twist it back down, sometimes I'll just use a syringe and I'll just pull the water up like this. And then I just stick it in here so it goes inside, and then I just, this one's not even that dirty. And I just do this. Like this. So it just depends on like how I feel, how much time I have, depending on if I want to keep doing this like this or not. So I usually just stick it in here like this, and then I stick it in here and just let the water run out like this. And then I just kind of like twist it up and down. This one's not that dirty. I think the ink that I had in here wasn't that pigmented. I think this was Sailor Yeromeka Kitsune Biori. I don't know what was in here. I know it was a Sailor ink in here. The Sailor inks, I usually don't have an issue with them staining my pens. Now the Sailor Shikiori Yodaki, oh baby, yes, that, because it's red, it stains really bad. So if y'all saw the stain that I had in here earlier, that was from using Robert Oster red candy in here. It completely stained the pen, and like I told y'all, the only thing that really gets it out is like alcohol. So that's why I'm going to try this cleaner that my cousin has, and she said it works amazing on her fountain pens. So the second thing is, you can just take it, you can just push it down and then put it inside of the water and soak up the water with the barrel. And then this takes longer than using a syringe, to be honest. And you have to keep doing it until it's completely clean. And whatever you do, do not hit your fountain pens. Especially this. Like, you know how you tap it? You know how some people tap? Do not do that. Please do not do that. I promise you, you will have a crack around the circumference where the nib and the feeder are positioned. You will literally be crying in about 24 hours. So this one's pretty clean. It wasn't really dirty in the first place. So what I usually do is I usually take my light, and I usually have a Q-tip or something, and I clean around and then I look at the circumference of my pen to make sure I don't have any cracks in the pen. And I do this for all my TWSBIs because I'm gonna just say she my friend, y'all. We know each other on Instagram, but guess what? She is my friend. Her name's Hannah from Planner Pens and Pages. You should go follow her if you like, especially if you like gardening. She's super cool. I absolutely love her. We talk like almost every day. I wish we lived by each other because I'll be at her house. We'll just be talking and planning. I'll be playing with her kids. But anyway, she literally was like, oh my gosh, you're so right. I literally had a crack around the circumference of the bottom of the pen. And hers was literally cracked. Like, I think in like 2 places. So, yep, you have to make sure you just check. And then reach out to TWSBI. And they, like I told her, reach out to TWSBI and let them know, okay, my pen cracked. Because if y'all pens are cracking, like, I love TWSBI. I'm not going to, you know, throw no shade or anything like that. But I absolutely love TWSBI. But my thing is, if I continue to have cracks in my pens, especially for no reason, I'm going to stop buying these. And that's just how I feel. Like, I'm not going to keep buying something that I have to keep emailing y'all about saying, hey, you know, I follow all the cleaning instructions and I have a crack around the circumference of the nib and feeder. It's like ridiculous. So, see that? Y'all see that black color still coming out? So sometimes you have to like just keep rinsing and rinsing until it is clear. It's like when that black when color gets, especially around this bottom where the feeder is, I mean where the nib is, it's like it does not want to clean. It does this all the time. It's like you think it's clean because it's coming out clear. So what I usually do after that is I just shake it, and then I literally just sit it up. Y'all probably can't see that. I usually just sit it up like that and just let the rest of the color drip out. It'll clean itself. After it's clear though, it'll clean itself. Okay, now I am going to move this and show you all how I how I disassemble the TWSBI and reassemble it. So it comes with, when you buy a TWSBI, it comes with this oil. I don't know what kind of oil it is. It's written in like, I'm not sure if this, because Chinese and Japanese look very similar, and it's wrote, so if it's Japanese, let me see. I can't really identify if this is Chinese or Japanese because I don't see any hiragana or katakana, so I don't know. It's like written, if it's Japanese, it's written in all kanji letters, which I'm really not familiar with kanji like that, because they have over 2,000 kanji. So anyway, so pretty much you will know when this needs to be greased, because it will be extremely hard. It will sound like a tire scratching, or no, that's not a good example. It will sound like rubber screech. Y'all, I can't even talk. It will sound like rubber screeching. It will be extremely hard to like push this up and down. So right now, this one is, I pretty much have this greased really well. But for the sake of it just already being clean, I'm gonna just show you how I would grease it. Okay, so you turn the mechanism, you turn it, I usually turn it all the way down, and this is a wrench and it comes with this. So what you do is you put the wrench around this mechanism. And what I like to do is I like to twist this to make sure it's tight, because you want to make sure it doesn't wiggle. So you put it around here, make sure it's tight, and then you turn clockwise. And then pretty much when you think it's turned enough, you just pull it out like that, and you leave it like this, y'all. Leave it like this. Do not mess with it, because one time I pulled this off, this whole thing came down. Oh my gosh, y'all, I was done, because I was over here trying to be a little TWSBI mechanic, and it just all these pieces just came apart. And it didn't take me long to put it back, but I was like, oh my gosh. So let me show y'all what I do to like clean the barrel out. So I use a couple of Q-tips and I just dry this out. I hate when my pens are wet, especially TWSBIs. No, I don't do this for all my TWSBIs, but I'm just doing this for this video. But I do hate when my TWSBIs are wet. I just don't like that for some reason. I feel like it would mildew. I mean, maybe I'm over exaggerating, because y'all know how when things just be wet and then you think like, is this gonna like mildew, or is it going to like, I don't know. But I just feel like when they're not really, really good and dry, it just makes the resin look really, really dull, because y'all know how harsh tap water is. It makes things, glass, it makes it look really cloudy. So I usually try to do this for all of my TWSBIs. I just try to dry them out as much as possible. Okay, so when it screeches, the only thing you grease is this. So you take the silicone grease. Is that what it is? Yeah, silicone grease. And you just grease around. Just put a generous amount. You don't have to like glob it on here. Well, I do. I'll be globbing it on here, I'm not gonna lie, because the more grease it has, the less you have to keep greasing it. So, and this is so satisfying. And I know it's just probably, do not put silicone grease right here. That doesn't need silicone grease. So just around this rubber part. And then now you're ready to place it back in. So when you place it back in, you just put it back in here. And now you're going to turn it counterclockwise. And you're going to just be cognizant of how fast and hard you're turning. And when pretty much like, okay, you'll know when to stop. Do not over twist. So once it's like you can't turn it anymore like this, pull it off, and then pull it up, pull it back down to make sure it's all the way screwed in, and then there you go. You have literally just disassembled and reassembled a TWSBI. So now you can put the nib and feeder back on, and then put this back on. Hold on. Okay. And it is completely clean and greased, ready for the next beautiful ink. Just let me know in the comments what you liked about the video. Give me a like, share my content, subscribe if you're not, and thanks for watching. Until next time, bye.